like we've got the book. We've got the book. Oh God. So I got the book, guys. They've been telling us go buy the book. Go read the book. I'm gonna be preparing some yummy stuff today, guys. So I've got another book here, the student kitchen book, which got some yummy stuff. So I'm gonna be looking into this yummy book to see what I can prepare today. While I wait for you to come in, there's some yummy stuff here, guys. How many of you love cooking? Cooking! How many of you love to cook? Oh my God, there's so many yummy stuff here. Yummy stuff. Glow, you need covered here. Yamben Monday meal. Yamben Monday me. Mono Facebook on the ifana at all. Oh, Basimbok. Yummy stuff. I've got some yummy stuff here, guys. So I've got my cookbook here. So, guys, let's dive into the matter. Hi, Patricia. How you doing? Good morning. So we were talking about Uncle Francis yesterday on our live. We talked about Uncle Francis. And a lot of people were asking, who is this Uncle Francis? Who is this Uncle Francis? If you go back to my last video, I think we talked about who Uncle Francis was. Although she said that the names on the book, they are just kind of fiction. So she's just using those names, but they are not their real names. But anyway, anybody that hears Uncle Francis shows that Uncle Francis is a man. So a quick rundown. Yesterday, I saw a lot of people still asking, who is this Uncle Francis? Why are people saying weird things? Why are they saying all these terrible things? Guys, these are not terrible things. They told us, go and buy my book. The truth is in my book. Go and buy the book. And we bought the book. And we are reading the book, telling the story, spreading the story. And again, they are now trying to say they will sue people that are reading the book. How are you going to sue people? Or how are you going to sue people that are telling things that are in the book? Once you have... Good evening, everybody. That could yes, it looks good. There are so many yummy stuff in there. Yummy stuff. If you're a lover of mushroom, I'm a fan of mushroom too. So I normally I have this 2 cookbook. Yummy book for students like us. The student kitchen. And this one, easy cooking. So it's so good. So these are books. So when you buy a book like this, the author cannot come and tell you how to read it. You have already paid for the service. You have already bought the book. The book is now yours. So the author is not supposed to come and tell you what page to read and what page not to read, right? Cora book is not the only book that have been sold on Amazon. A lot of books, millions and thousands of books are being sold there. And when people buy this book, you don't have right to control how they read the book or how they spread the book or how they share the book. You have already collected your money. The only thing, don't tell lies. Anything that you know is not in the book, don't say it. That's the only thing she should be saying. But don't come and tell people how to read the book and what to do and what not to do. So guys, let's dive into it. You sound like whatever. They asked us to buy the book. The truth is in the book. So don't come and tell me any stuff here. They told us to buy the book and we have bought the book and we have, hardcover. The book. Okay, it's in the UK. Okay, Trisha. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's very good because it's hardcover. So, It lasts for longer time. So today I'm gonna be expecting some guests. So I want to look out for some yummy food. I don't even know, macaroni and cheese. I'm just trying to see what I can cook. I'm expecting some guests tonight, so I'll be busy. So I have to go do a little shopping and start cooking. We got what we normally call church fellowship, church meeting. So I'm gonna be entertaining them after the stuff. So, like we said, let's just dive into what we're here for. Shaman, how you doing? They said go buy the book. Go buy the book. Now we bought the book. They are complaining. It's free. Oh, okay. Well, it's always good to have it. When you have it, you can always open it and read it at any time in case they happen to sue you. So you have a copy of the book. But meanwhile, before we dive into this matter, you guys remember that lady, Bilma? She was one time a friend to Frida. I remember when I knew Frida, the first time we knew Frida, she was part of the people that were managing Frida's page. Then suddenly, she broke away and she started calling Frida name, and she decided to join the other side. And she said she was a Korean, and she left. And every time she was always giving Frida gbas. And when she became a Korean, I think she does kind of computer stuff. She's kind of knowledgeable with computer stuff. And suddenly, she started making mockery of JD. If you have seen any mug, you remember there's a mug cup. I was watching her one time. She said, I was the one that designed that cup for JD. The cup, all those things that you'll be seeing, that I JD dancing, she was the one that was always putting it out. She was the one that was always saying JD is a beggar, JD is this, JD is that. Her name is Bilma from Nigeria. She bullied Frida. After she left Frida, she joined the other team and she started bullying Frida. She started bullying JD. She will be all those animation that you'll be seeing JD. They will be putting JD dancing. She was the one that started it. She was the one that did it. She even did a mug cup, a mug cup that JD is a beggar. Babi Allah, JD is a beggar. She is the one that did it. But guys, breaking news. As I am talking to you right now, she is stranded in the desert. She is somewhere around the world. She decided to travel to Europe. I don't know how she wanted to get there, but she was trying to cut corners. And right now, she's crying for help. She is crying for help. What help do you need? When you said Justin was a Babiala, when you said Justin is a beggar, when you were calling Frida that Frida is moving from hotel to hotel, she doesn't have a home. Now you are stuck in the desert and you are crying out for help. Let's see how the Koreans are going to help her. I am sure by now, the boss of the Koreans supposed to have heard her story and find a way to go help her. But I tell you, I know who the boss is. She will pretend like she never know that lady said she's a Korean. This lady lives in Nigeria, in Abuja, but she's trying to go to Europe, but she is trying to cut corners. She is trying to cut corners. So right now, she is stuck in the desert. Nobody knows her location. Maybe she doesn't even have water anymore to drink. Her water would have finished by now. Her phone would have been switched off because there's nowhere to charge it. This is what happens when you try to bring innocent people down. She kept saying, I'm a Korean, I'm a Korean, I'm a Korean, I'm a Korean. As I'm talking to you right now, she is stuck somewhere in the world. Now, let's see how the Koreans are going to help her out, especially the boss of the Korean. Because this is what happened to even Vivian Oko when she came out to cry that she has become a single mom. Have you ever seen KO making a video to say, oh, Vivian, you are now a single mom? Because every video that Vivian does, she will tag KO. Go and check her page. Every video she does, she will tag KO. But KO pretend like she never sees her. How do you have a boss, but when the other people are in danger or they are in problem, you don't come out to show love to them? You don't come out to support them. But these people support you in public. They support you in public. They are proud to say they are Koreans. But when they are in need, you are not there to help them. You pretend like you never see it, because these things will come to your ear one way or the other. But she'll pretend like she never sees it. Trisha, the boss wouldn't give them a dime. Because why? She's so greedy. She always think about herself. Just after I left Truesayer's life, I saw a video where somebody posted where she was advising people to go and invest. And I'm like, what? People should go and invest. I thought they used to say leadership by example. Why you sit all day 24/7 begging for coffee, for super chat, for stars, and you are here advising people to go and invest? This is a true definition of do what, how do they used to put it? They say you do what I say, but don't do what I do. You know, she's advising us to go and invest so that we will be rich. We should go and invest. So she's telling us, do what I say, but don't do what I do. Don't do what I do, because you cannot be begging for coffee. Coffee make me worse. Star don't make me worse. Now coffee make me worse. Nobody has sent me coffee today. Send me coffee, send me coffee, send me coffee, send me coffee. This is all you sing 24/7. And now you have the audacity to advise people to go and invest. I used to think leadership was by example. People see what you do and they follow you. But no, she's telling us to go and invest. But right now, she'll come out 24/7 and be begging. Did you hear that? She come out 24/7 and she's begging. But she's here telling us to go and invest. And I'm like, really? Really? Okay. Do what I say, but don't do what I do. That was it. She only asked for the ones who send her coffee and stars. Exactly, Patricia. It's so surprising. You can't be telling people to do this thing and you are not doing it. So when I saw that somebody was even, the person that even posted it was like, my favorite. She's my favorite. I'm like, well, she can be your favorite. That's you. That's who you have chosen as your favorite. Chizo, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. So this lady continued to bully Justin Dean, doing all this animation about Justin Dean, and she'll be saying he's a beggar, he's this, all this dancing video that you've been seeing on Facebook. She's the one that normally do it. And there was one time I was listening to her, and she was like, I did one video for against Justin Dean, and she came to report it. I listened to her. There's one mug that she did, and she said Dr. Justin Dean always beg. But as I'm talking to you all now, you guys heard what is happening. She is stranded somewhere around the world with no destination. What you wish people, be careful. Be careful. This is an intentional act. You know, a lot of Nigerians wants to japa. A lot of Nigerians wants to leave Nigeria because of the way the country is so difficult. So she has decided to choose that journey. You know, that's what they do. They throw away their passport so that you don't even identify them, and they tell you, oh, I lost my passport. And they just feel that you enter America, Europe through that means. But why not just go through the right way so that you don't have to stress yourself? Because you don't know, maybe you might survive it. Maybe you might even die there. You know, it's a lot of stress. Maybe on the way your water will finish, you cannot even phone, your battery will be flat, you lose contact, and nobody will be able to know where you are. And right now she's asking for help. How can you be asking for help when you just call somebody Babiala, beggar? These are people that never done anything to you. Dr. Justin Dean don't know you. But 24/7, they are on Dr. Justin Dean's head. But when you talk about their princess, they come for you. How is that justice? This is what I always say. It is double standard. You cannot, all the time they come to my page and tell me, stop talking about her. Stop talking about, and I replied them. I said, if you guys stop talking about Justin Dean, I will surely stop talking about her. You cannot be talking about this man 24/7, insulting hell out of him, and then you don't expect, yes, come on at work, my dear. Exactly. She is right now in the midst of nowhere, asking for help. The same thing you were telling Justin is a beggar. Now, you are right there. Now, the question is the princess from the mudland going to help her? Because she said, I'm a Korean. So don't tell me that the princess hasn't heard it, that one of her Koreans from Nigeria, especially, remember, Nancy was looking for bloggers from Nigeria. Oh, she was looking for the ones that are not supporting her, right? She was looking for the ones that are not supporting her. But Bilma is a blogger in Nigeria. She needs help right now, Nancy Ume. Bilma needs help right now. She's in the midst of nowhere around the world. Nancy Ume, you are looking for Nigerian bloggers. Go and help her. She said she's a Korean. She stands for your sister to bully Dr. Justin Dean. So go now, wherever she is, make contact, you and your sister, to help her. If somebody come out and say, I am a Korean with full chest, and she's in trouble, you guys need to stand up and resolve it and see how you can help her. But I tell you, the princess from the motherland, she will pretend like she never heard of it. Anything that does not concern her taking from them, she will never do anything. Now, this one involves giving out. Let's see. Just like the story of Vivian Oko that I just said. When Vivian came out to say she's now a single mom, she was always tagging Cora Obidi on every video she does. She was always tagging Cora Obidi. How many of you have heard that they said Cora came to rescue her? She was looking for, at one point, she was looking for accommodation. Sorry, guys. At one point, she was looking for accommodation. She was looking for school to put her 5-year-old daughter. She was looking for a lot of stuff. She came online and was crying and talking about it. She kept tagging Cora on every video she makes. But up till today, none of us have heard that Cora came out to say, okay, Vivian, I have heard your story. I am giving you $500,000. At least to solve her problem, you know. She has never done that. Now, Bilma is somewhere in the forest around the world. And she came out with her full chest to say, I am a Korean, help me. Over to you people, Koreans. Go and help Bilma. She's trying to enter Europe. She's trying to enter America. Because in Nigeria right now, Nigeria is very hot. A lot of people are trying to jackpot. So she said a lot of people have been doing it and they've been successful. So it's her turn to do it. I wish you all the best. Now, let's dive into our matter, guys. Let's dive into today's topic. Yesterday, remember, we talked about... This person just keep troubling my page. Well, I'll block you very soon. Don't worry. So yesterday, we talked about Uncle Francis, and you all know who Uncle Francis is at this point in the book. Oh, it's her friend. Okay. Well, it has something to do with her. Okay. Well, she was... Why we are talking about it is because she is the main person that has been on JD's neck, bullying JD 24/7. So now she's fighting for her friend. Well, we wish her the best. We wish her the best. Let her friend get the help that she needs. At least it's related to her. It's her friend. So it's related to her. It's her friend. Okay. At least it's related to her. So Nancy, you're welcome. How you doing? Lovers of truth. Yes, we are here. They said go buy the book. Go buy the book. Marky 7, how you doing? Good to see you. Okay. Billy the goat is her friend. Okay. She's the tax collector. Okay, she's the one that wants to collect the money. It's good that she said she's a Korean. So at least all the Koreans will donate. By the time they all donate like they normally donate, it will take them somewhere. So good luck to that. Yeah, this Bilma, if you go to her page, guys, she's always talking down on Justin, insulting him, doing caricature, doing a lot of stuff about him. We wish her all the best. Now, guys, yesterday we talked about Uncle Francis. So at this point, you all would have known who Uncle Francis is as mentioned in the book. Somebody was just telling me, oh, you guys don't have the right to analyze the book, especially to tell lies. Nobody is telling lies. We are analyzing what she said in her book. If you have read that book that they've been telling us, go buy the book. The truth is in the book. Go and buy the book. Go and buy the book. After making $40,000 US from selling that book. This 40,000 US dollars I'm talking is not that somebody told me. It was during an interview. I heard it with my 2 ears when she was telling the interviewer that she made 40,000 US dollars from selling the book. That after her divorce, a lot of people wanted to know her story. And she said, I cannot tell you my story for free. I am gonna convert my lemon to lemonade. And this was how she came up to write her book, which she sold for 40,000 US dollars. And every day she keeps still telling us, go buy the book, go buy the book. The truth is in the book. The truth is in the book. And now we have the book. So yesterday, guys, we talked about, if you watch my last live for yesterday, last night before I slept, we talked about Uncle Francis in the book. So you all must have known who Uncle Francis is, because I still saw a lot of people still asking, who is Uncle Francis? Who is Uncle Francis? I know by now you all, 36 of you are here. You all already know who Uncle Francis is, right? Is there anybody who doesn't know who Uncle Francis is in that book? So you all must have known who Uncle Francis is. Well, we are not here to tell whether the story is real or not. She said it's her truth. So let's go with it. Let's go with it. So she don't have any right to come and argue. Have you ever seen a publisher who writes a book, and after writing the book, the publisher is coming to defend the book again? Have you seen it? When you have written a book, you have written a book. It's not your business what people say about the book. Because you have written it, and you know it's your truth. You know it's your truth, so you shouldn't be worried. You shouldn't be worried what people say, because that is your people have, like everybody IQ is different. Some people are very, very intelligent. They can listen to something and they will know if that thing is truth or if it's lie. Okay, look at the video she did yesterday or a few days ago when she was trying to talk about people talking down on her dad. If you were listening to her, you will notice her body language. She was like, it came to a point where she was like, my father, like, she lost words. If you are telling the truth, honestly, you can't lost your words. If something is true, you will say it with your full chest. Even when they wake you up early in the morning, you will say it. You don't have to think about it. But you know what? When you are lying, your body language will tell. You will be like, it's just like somebody coming to say, did you see my credit card? And I know I'm the one that took the credit card and hid it, right? And you come to me. Surprisingly, you just walk to me. Did you see my credit card? And if I'm not the one that took your card, I will just say straight away, no, I didn't see your card. But if I'm the one that took it, I'll say, you will see that body language. If you understand what I'm saying, somebody will be saying, if there was a lie dictator at that point, they will be able to detect if you are telling lies or truth. Because your body language, there's this thing they call reflect act. It will just show if you are lying. But if you are telling the truth, it will flow. No, I don't know anything about your credit card. I didn't take your card. But if you are lying, you start thinking about the lie. Am I going to be caught? What? You'll be worried. You'll be scared. That is exactly what is happening. This is the book that she said is her truth. So why are you worried? Nancy A, thank you for joining. Why did she have to stammer? Why? She has never been a stammerer. But if you go back and watch that video, she was like, she was finding the word to say. Now, yesterday we talked about Uncle Francis, who came to do the do, and she refused to tell her dad, even though this guy kept doing it repeatedly. This is the truth. It is found in the book. Even though Uncle Francis kept coming and repeating this thing, she refused to tell her loving dad, like she said. She refused to tell her favored sisters, like she put in the book. And this man continued to take advantage of her and coming to vaga vaga vaga. It's in the book. Go read it. That's what they say. Read the book. That's what we are reading. And this thing continued and continued. That's why her growing up was traumatized. And the thing is, it's not just one person. There are so many people in the book where she said they did this to her, they did that. I don't know. And they were scared to tell their parents, who she claimed they were holy, they were religious, they were from a deeper life background. If you have a religious parent, that is the main reason why you should tell your dad. That is the main reason why you should tell your parents. But she said she was scared. Thank God she was not pregnant. Because you can't imagine somebody do you for a period of time. And she was not pregnant. So I don't know, maybe she wasn't seeing her menstrual cycle at that time. But she said she was about writing WAEC. And a girl that is writing WAEC is supposed to have started her period, because 11 to 12 is that period where you start seeing your menstrual cycle. So a girl of, maybe she was at least 16, 17 at that point. She must have been seeing her period. If I'm wrong, you guys can write it. Exactly, Trisha. Nobody was arrested. A lot of people, she said, a lot in the book. ROAPER, a lot. SAR is in the book. And she never told her dad. She never, even this Nancy that is coming out today to fight Justin Deed, she never went back to go and arrest those people. Now that she have read the book, at least Nancy have read all this book now. Nancy have seen all the people that assaulted her sister. Why can't Nancy go and sue them? Nancy didn't do anything about all these things. That's to show you maybe they are all lies. Because if these things actually happen, and now your sister have come to tell the world how many people do her, she's supposed to stand up as she's standing for Dr. Justin Deed. She's supposed to stand up now and go and arrest all those people and fight them and bring them to justice. I see, have you been watching CI? Have you been watching criminal investigation? There are people that commit crime 40 years ago, 50 years ago, when they were young. Now they are old. They will still investigate them and get hold of them. There's this program I normally watch here. Some in like a boys' school, their teachers will be molesting them when they were young. But now they are full-grown adults. They come back on the case, and these people that did these things to them, they are now in their 70s. Have you guys not watched CI? But they will investigate them and they will get them, and justice will be served. So now that KO is living in America, now that KO have a voice of her own, now that KO have the money to sue people, why can't you start by suing Uncle Francis? Why can't you start? She travels to Nigeria all the time. Deeper Life Church is still there. She can still locate these people. She said even in the church, shame on Deeper Life if this is true. Even in the church, my people. She said people in the church were do her. It's in the book. Now, when people come and start telling this story, they'll come and say it's a lie. Guys, I will read it. It's in the book. Her church people, Deeper Life church people were do her. It's in the book. They say we should go and buy the book and read it. That's why we are reading it now. Read my book. The truth is in my book. Read my book. The truth is in my book. Oh yeah, the book is here. She lost her virginity 4 times, according to the book. Honestly. But it was, like this Uncle Francis story was happening right under their nose. That's why it's so sad. It was happening right under their nose. The sisters were there. The father was there. And this guy continued to take advantage of her. And she never said anything. Because the guy said, if you say something, I will buy you. And she kept quiet. And this guy continued to use her. It's there. To use her so many times for a period of time. Now the question is, when Nancy finally discovered that this Uncle Francis was using her sister, when KO now decided to relocate to America, now she have a voice. She can talk now. She can sue people now. Why can't she go back and look for Uncle Francis and sue him? It doesn't matter if it happened 10 years ago. You can still sue him and bring him to justice and bring him to book. All the church people that were raping her, she can bring justice. But no, she's not doing any of that. She's not looking for justice. But the one man that brought you to America, the one man that changed your life, she would have still been in that mess in Nigeria. People will still be do her everywhere. Because she said it in her, not even in her book. She said when she started her music career, you guys don't listen, or you just listen attentively. She said when she started her music career, anywhere she goes, they want to do what? They want to do her before. She said it one time. I listened to it. I heard it. So it's like anywhere she go, they just want to take advantage of her. That's a sad story. But now that you have a voice, now that you can speak, now that you are in America, now that you've got the money, now that you can travel in and out America to Nigeria, why can't you go and look for this Uncle Francis and the church people and sue them? It's never too late. You can bring them to book. You can bring them to justice. I have watched CI, like I said, criminal investigation. How many of you normally watch that program? Criminal investigation. You will see people that did things 30 years ago, 50 years ago. They still bring them to book. She's only 33, and this thing happened probably in her 15, maybe just 10 years, over 10 years, 15 years ago. She can still find them. But no, she only wrote the book to make money. She only wrote the book to make money. She didn't write the book so that she will bring them to justice. And her sister is making life to threaten people, to say, those living in Nigeria, if you know you are a blogger living in Nigeria, I am going to use you as a scapegoat. And a lot of people are celebrating, giving Angel Empire's name all over the place. Hey, Angel Empire, she's living in Nigeria. She lives in Abuja. Go and arrest her. Arrest her for what? This is a lady that is a blogger. She is telling what she sees on the social media space. This is a public space. If you don't want people to talk about your shit, don't bring it to social media. I keep saying, if you can't stand the heat in the kitchen, off you go. You cannot bring your story to the world. And when people want to analyze it, you are angry. But you made $40,000 from it, right? You made $40,000 from it. You enjoyed the money. But now you want to tell people how to talk. You want to tell people what to say. No, baby. No. It is not done like that. And that's why I brought example on this book. I brought a sample on this book. When you buy a book like this, now you bought this book, you have the right to look at it. It's your right because you have bought it. You have the right to look at it 10 times. You have the right to explain it to somebody else. You have the right to read it as a story to others. You have the right to spread the news because you said this is the truth. So why are you now worried about what people say? So, because of the love of money, the book of lies backfired big time. Because not everybody has... Exactly, Patricia. This is what I said. Everybody's IQ is different. People are so intelligent. A lot of people, they analyze things differently. Some people might see something and they just ignore. They just look at it and they just ignore. Another person will sit down, just like what Blessing Angel does. She will sit down and look at it critically and explain, analyze it to the fullest. And then you are coming to tell that person, I'm going to sue you if you don't stop talking. Where is the freedom of speech? How are you going to sue somebody that you said... Remember, this person that is talking, she has the book. She has a copy of the book. The other day, Nancy Ume was saying, tell me the page. Where is the page? Where this happened, that happened. Show me the page. And I'm glad that Blessing have responded to them. She said, when you go to the book, open page 44. She said, open page 44. You will see the story there. So what are you saying? You know, everything was sleeping. Everything was lying like a sleeping dog. And boom, they came up with this book of 18. Instead of them to just be quiet, they have been telling people to go and buy their book. Buy my book. Go and buy the book. Go and buy the book. Go and buy the book. You are only after making money. Buy the book. Buy the book. Make some money. Make some money. But you are not thinking about the consequences or what happens when people buy the book. Do you think that people are so stupid that they will just buy book? Some people will buy it just to read. Some people will buy it to analyze it. There are different reasons why people buy book. Some people will buy the book to study it. So you cannot control what they do with the book after they have bought it. So it is really a pity and a shame for Nancy Ume to come out on her life to be requesting for Nigerian bloggers. This is unacceptable. You cannot threaten people. You can't. How you... Look, this is life. She came out live and she was threatening Nigerian bloggers that they should send her the names of... It is on her live. Everybody can go watch it. And this can be held in court. You said Nigerian bloggers, you are going to deal with Nigerian bloggers that are not in support of your sister. My dear, everybody got different views. You cannot force the whole world to support your sister. And if there's somebody that is not supporting your sister, are you Gaddafi? Because I remember during the tenor of Gaddafi. Is it Gaddafi? Of Gaddafi of where is that country again? Where if you don't do what he wants, you are in for it. How can you come out on a live video to say that you are looking for Nigerian bloggers that are against your sister? This is very wrong, my people. This is wrong. I'm a Nigerian. So if I was living in Nigeria now, Nancy Ume would have come to arrest me. Eh? So where is this freedom of speech? You want to take people's rights after you have collected money from the book? This is crazy, guys. It's massive. And a lot of them were just sending Angel's Empire name here and there. Angel Empire, Angel Empire, Angel Empire, Angel Empire. She lives in Nigeria. For goodness me, this is a blogger who is telling her own truth, who is seeing things differently, and she's expressing herself. And you are sending her name. A lot of people were sending her name to Nancy. So Nancy should do what? Nancy should arrest her and crucify her. This is all on social media. Oh, Libya. Thank you, Sasa. So we are now going back to the era of Gaddafi, where you cannot say anything. Because at this stage, Angel Empire, you have to report this situation so that if anything happens to you, you will know where it is coming from. I saw a lot of them typing her name all over the place, sending it to Nancy. In Nancy's live video, under the comment section, they were typing her name. Angel Empire, Angel Empire, crucify her. She lives in Nigeria. She's in Abuja. So guys, we are calling them out right now. If anything happens to Angel Empire TV, you guys should take note that they are threatening her because of Kora Obidi. They are threatening her because she lives in Nigeria. Nancy Ume is telling people to fish out Nigerian bloggers that are not in support with her sister, that she is going to deal with them. It is on a live video. If you haven't listened to it, go and listen to it. This is a threat. And it shouldn't be taken lightly. There should be a follow-up on it. Because this lady is just like every other blogger. She has a right to say whatever she wants to say. She's telling her truth. Because she's not in support of your sister, you want people to fish her out, and you are saying you will deal with her because she's in Nigeria. This is very wrong, guys. So, guys, I'm bringing this forward to you all. You all know who Angel Empire TV is. She has a Facebook page and also a YouTube channel. If anything happens to her, it is Nancy Ume. She has been telling people to fish out Nigerian bloggers that are not in support with her sister. So, guys, I'm bringing this to your notice. I don't know Angel Empire. I have never seen her in my life before, but she is a lover of the truth. She stands for the truth, and the truth she shall remain. But as I'm talking to you right now, Nancy Ume, a lot of people have been sending her name to Nancy Ume. I don't know if Nancy Ume is God of Nigeria. I don't know if Nancy Ume is the president of Nigeria. They've been doing screenshots and sending her name, forwarding her name to her. So, guys, put her in your prayers. If anything happens to Angel Empire, we're going to take Nancy Ume responsible. This is a public announcement. Go watch her video and go under her comment section and see how they are tagging Angel Empire, Angel Empire, Angel Empire. Even self-love, self-mugu. She said they should go and arrest her. So what happened to her that was saying Kora Shupai? What happened to her that was sending Ayelala to Kora Obidi? Who by her? Who arrested her? She came out to pretend that she has repented. And now you are sending, hi, Tasmania. She is sending that same energy that they should go and arrest Angel Empire, because Angel Empire is a lover of the truth. So please, guys, this is just, yes, she's just inciting violence. She needs to be reported. No, you know, most of them feel that a place like Nigeria, they can do whatever they like. Once they have the money, she feels she got the money. That's our country. I come from there. Everything is about this. No justice. They do jungle justice. That is why she's so proud to say anybody from Nigeria. Why didn't she sue people in the UK? Why is she not suing people in America? Why is she not coming to sue me for telling the truth? Why is she specifying that it's people living in Nigeria? At least if she want to sue me, she will travel now, maybe come to New Zealand and come and sue me here for telling the truth. I have all the evidence. Whatever I am saying is from the book she asked us to go and buy. Because if she did not win the case, she will pay for damage. Because everything is in the book. Uncle Francis is in the book. How Uncle Francis was is in the book. And she refused to tell her dad, is in the book. And she refused to tell her two sisters, is in the book. So where are you going to sue me? You can only sue me if I'm lying. But if it's in this book, you can't do nothing. Because you said we should go and buy the book. And we have bought the book. Yes, Trisha, that's it. She feels she got the money. She got the connection. That's why she's saying she wants people in Nigeria. She wants to sue people in Nigeria. Why can't you sue people all over the world? Your sister news is all over the world. It's not limited to Nigeria alone. Everybody knows your sister's story. So why are you limiting the sue to Nigeria alone? Making reference that that was how I gave arrow to one person. The person that you gave arrow to, the person came to do something that had to do with your children. You have every right to give arrow to that person. I am far away here. Do you know how far it is from Nigeria to New Zealand? It will take you 2 days. 2 days to travel from Nigeria to this country. Even inside the plane, 20-something hours. So what are you saying? This is not right. You cannot be threatening people. You say people should go and buy your book. They bought the book. Now you are threatening them. This is not justice. Anyway, I'm talking too much. You see, they have started coming from you. Look at the message I just got now. Thank God my phone just dictated it as spam dictated. Incoming spam, move to spam and block. You see? They are coming for me. Let them come. So long as everything I'm saying is in that book they asked us to go and buy. You see it? Message 10 minutes ago. You see it? You see? My phone is requesting me to block it and take it as a spam. See? Let them come. So long as everything I'm saying is in the book, I don't have problem. So guys, let's dive into the thing I wanted to say today. She said in this particular, after we have talked about Uncle Francis yesterday, let's continue with, we're still talking about her trauma as a child when she was growing up. You know, that book has 10 chapters, according to her. It has 10 chapters. So right now, I skipped the inception, the introduction. I skipped that area. So we're just going to be focusing on her trauma as a kid. And then from there, we'll move to the next one. So she said, one of the earliest memory from childhood was crying and looking at the other kids through the window. So as she was growing up, her parents never allowed her to go out and play with other kids. So she'll be looking at other kids playing, but her parents will never allow her to do that. I wonder why, though she said they were strict and they were from a holy background. But what I'm seeing in America, that papa that is dancing on the street is not looking like somebody that is holy. Sorry to say. But if you say your father was a holy person from Deeper Life Church, a Deeper Life Church man cannot be dancing in the street of America with her daughter. Even when her daughter is putting on something very short, opening it, and the father will do like this. Go watch the pictures. Everything is online. I say the truth and I only say what I see. So if the father was so religious as she is claiming in this book, how is the father doing all these things that he's doing in America now? Please, I need help. Answer me. Because that kind of dance with your daughter on the street, no true Deeper Life man, church person will be doing that kind of thing. No. But she is saying here that her parents were very strict because they were from Deeper Life Church. This Deeper Life Church, for those of you that don't know, they are this kind of people that they don't allow your children to watch TV. They don't have TV in the house. When they dress, they cover themselves. But at the end, the family were disappointed with her because at the end of the day, she didn't even follow the religious way. Like she said, they were disappointed. But today, the father is happy because what? Money is now involved. So he's happy. So she said, one of my earliest memories from childhood was crying and looking at the other kids through my window. I wanted to play with them so bad. That never happened. Imagine you trying to play with other kids as a child, but you can't. It was sad anyway. It was sad. I was never allowed to play with the other kids. Why? Because the parents were religious, as she said. My father was religious, but we were free to play with other kids. We were free. They never lock us in our houses. Not so she couldn't play with other kids. Not until my mom died. She never played with other kids until her mom died. Yep, that's what she said. She even said, yep, that happened. Gloria, she made my hair. Gloria was one of their house help. She made my hair and made me feel loved. So she's trying to say that they didn't love her. It was even the nanny, Gloria, that even made her feel a little love. This is so weird, guys. I was the third girl child. I have 2 elder sisters and a little brother. You all know the 2 sisters right now. One is Nancy and the other one is it Yvonne? And then the brother in Canada. Remember, let me not go into that. Okay, I have 2 elder sisters and a little brother. I always felt very invisible. Auntie Gloria always had a way of making me feel seen. One day, she bought me a lollipop when I was sick with malaria. These people, they were always having malaria. I wonder the kind of area they were living. Because for you to be having this malaria all the time And this is the reason why the father was always going to her room to kill mosquito. You can see where this mosquito thing started. She was sick for having malaria. So I begin to wonder. I remember when I was growing up, guys, we had this even as a child, when I was growing up, I remember my parents used to buy this. And they'll use it for mosquito. She. This Mortin, even as a child, when I was a child, my parents used to buy this Mortin. I remember raid when I was growing up. There was raid for mosquito. Even in Nigeria, guys. No matter how you see how Nigeria is so poor, there are people that could afford some things. I remember my parents used to buy this mobile. So either mobile, I remember mobile and this raid. We normally use it to kill mosquito. Sometimes there's this thing. I think I've made a video on this thing one time. Sometimes there's this thing they call a coil. Coil. I know you guys in America, you don't know it, but in Africa, there's what we call mosquito coil. It's a coil. So you light it in the room, you lock the rooms, you go out, and you allow it to burn. So when it burns, you know, it will overpower the surrounding. And when you come out, all the mosquito in the room is gone, and you will sleep. So we normally use that coil, mosquito coil. We call it mosquito coil. I don't know if any of you know anything about it. They call it coils, mosquito coil. People use it. If you cannot buy this, you buy mosquito coil. If you are rich, then some people put this net in their rooms. Even in Nigeria, there are people that put this bed nets in their rooms. So at least as a child, when I was growing up, I'm talking about myself now. When I was growing up, we used to have this raid. Then we have this mosquito coil. And then we have net. So you want to tell me that your father couldn't buy raid, couldn't buy mosquito coil, and couldn't buy net for your bed, but he preferred to slide into your room and come and be killing the mosquito by himself at 19 years old. It is weird. That is why a lot of people are thinking, how can a father go into a 19-year-old girl's room? Because a 19-year-old girl is an adult, and the father will not buy raid. The father will not buy mosquito coil. The father will not buy net, but he will prefer to go and be killing the mosquito by himself. It's surprising. It's surprising. That is why a lot of people they have the reasoning. They can think and say, this is not, you know, no, people are not buying it. This is the reason. Exactly. Angel should report to police. Yeah, I will talk to her. She need to report it, because this is a threat, my sister. It's a threat. And a lot of people have been sending her name to Nancy, So we need to be alert. You know, she needs to be alert too. Because Nigeria, I tell you, is jungle justice. People will just do anything and they get away with it. Honestly. So, and remember, she said the father used to work in the bank. I think Union Bank or so. If your father was working in a bank at that time, How many years ago? Maybe 10, 15, 20 years ago, the father was working in a bank. That's mean they could have money to afford this. That's mean they could buy mosquito coil. That's mean they could buy net. But I don't know why the father refused to buy all these things. But rather, when she is sleeping, he will go into the room and be. Even the noise will disturb the girl now. The girl will not be able to sleep. Or what do you guys think? You know? So that is why a lot of people are like, we're not buying this. We're not buying this. Because a 19-year-old girl is already an adult. How can your father still be going into your room to kill mosquito? It's weird. So she said that was what happened to her. She couldn't afford all these things until her mom passed away. Even to play with other kids, she couldn't. But until her mom passed. And remember what her mom said. Her mom said, I know you'll be happy. On her sick bed. She wrote it on her book. She said, her mom told her that I know you'll be happy. Because it's like her mom was always cautioning her about her way of life. So in her sick bed, she said her mom told her, I know you will be happy now if I buy. That was very strong words for a mother to tell her daughter in her own sick bed that I know you will be happy when I buy. Because at that time, when I'm no more there, you'll be able to do what you enjoy doing. You'll be able to go astray. You'll be able to go and shake that your bum bum and open it the way you want. That's what the mom was saying. And she wrote it in her book. So she didn't have the opportunity to play with other kids until her mom passed away. So it was their nanny that was called Gloria that was even showing her love. And one day, Gloria bought her a lollipop when she was sick, when she had malaria. So she had this flu called malaria. This was the only time I had ever been allowed to have one lollipop. Even lollipop, the parents were not even giving her. Just sweet. They were so strict that even to give her sweet lollipop, they didn't. To play with other kids, they didn't. Until she became sick. This is directly from her book. So when you want to come for me, know what you are coming for me for. Because you said we should go and buy your book. And we are reading the book. We are telling the book as a story. Because that's what you want. You want us to spread the truth, according to you. So until when she had this malaria, that was when, at this time, her mom already died. So it was this Gloria that bought lollipop for her. And that, she said, this was the only time I had ever allowed to have one lollipop when she was sick. It was one of those types that had bubble gum in the middle. It was so amazing. It tasted like freedom. Auntie Gloria and my mom had some sort of attraction and had burnt the beans on the stove because she wanted to go make her hair. Auntie Gloria had come of age. She was ready to be her own. Madam soon. So Auntie Gloria have served them and is now ready to leave. I didn't see her anymore. She was gone. My mom had granted her freedom, which I believe at that time was a couple of sewing machine and money. So we'll just take that part for today. So this was how you can see from Uncle Francis dudufagaing her to her parents not allowing her to play with other kids, that even lollipop they didn't even give to her until she was sick of malaria. That was when Gloria, their nanny, gave her lollipop, and it felt so good. So you can imagine that kind of life. Her growing up was not good. So what is Nancy always coming out to brag for? What is she always coming to brag for? When her own beginning was not even perfect. What is she bragging for? Remember, they said she was, well, from what they say, she was house help of Chita father or mother. From there, the husband saw her and married her. Now she's behaving like this. That means their background was very rough. They never had a good background. But now you coming to be insulting people, talking about people living abroad. You don't use your passport. You don't do this. You don't do that. Check your humble beginning before you insult people. Your life was not better. And today, you are coming to tell people, I'm better than them. You're better than them after collecting things from them? How are you better? You can only be better when you give. You give to people that are in need. You don't collect from them and come and tell them to their face that you are better than them. This is what is happening. Before I came to this life, I just saw the video where she was advising people to invest. To invest. And I'm like, really? You're advising people to invest? But you are not doing the same? You are there begging for coffee, telling us that coffee make you worse, that stars don't make you worse anymore, and you still have the audacity to tell people to go and invest. Anyway, guys, we have come to the end of this live. It's already 1 hour, 13 minutes. Let me see what you all are saying. Them two mad sisters believe everyone are scared about them. Exactly, Patricia. Eh? How do you buy mosquito like this? Let me show you how they used to do it in Africa. Shaman Jacobs, this is how they buy mosquito if you don't have this at home. If you don't have it. If you don't have it at home, so you sit down near your child. I didn't do that. My parents didn't do that to me. My dad used to buy this. So you sit down and be watching. If you see any mosquito that come and do, oh, you know that sound. When it, oh, you just go. So you buy it on your, that's what they do. You buy it. Then you see blood. You see the mosquito. The mosquito have already sucked my blood. That's how they used to say it in Africa. So that's what the father was doing while she's sleeping, like she said. So the father is watching out for the mosquito. But look at it. Come to think about it, guys. That time that the father was using to sit down and be buying mosquito, why didn't he just go and grab this? Or grab this? Why didn't he just go and grab this and just spray it? And everybody will go and sleep. But no, he refused to buy this. And he decided to go and sit down in her room and be watching for the mosquito that will bite her. And then he'll just go. Guys, I'll rest my case here. Oh, In okay, I get you now, Shemin. In the dark room, exactly. I don't know whether he was leaving the light on. That's a point. That's what I'm saying, that people are so smart. People think beyond her own expectation. Look at what you just said now. I didn't even think about that. But look at what you just said. How do you buy mosquito in a dark room? Let's go and ask her. She has to answer that question. Yes, you are right. Maybe I'll need to make that as a post. Because most of the time when you are sleeping, you turn off your light, right? You are absolutely correct. So how was the father seeing mosquito in the dark? You have, in fact, you have scattered my brain. You have cracked it. Shemin has cracked it. You have cracked it. Oh yeah, you guys should come and answer this question. How was, in fact, let me even write it down so that I don't forget. Where's my pen? You know, I always have everything here. Where did I put my pen? So we need to ask this question. How was he killing this mosquito in the dark? In fact, thumbs up to Shemin. That question is very sensible and intelligent. You must have X-ray eyes. You are absolutely, no doubt. You have won. I can't argue any better. I can't argue. Because I didn't even think about that, you know? Because for sure, when you are sleeping, your light is off, the room is dark, and your dad sneaking to come and kill these mosquitoes. How did he see it? You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. That is a question for another day. That is a question we need to put up and ask. How was he killing this mosquito in the dark? Good question. I need to type it so that I don't forget. I need to type that question. Honestly. How was he killing this mosquito in the dark? So anyway, like she said, she never enjoyed playing with other kids outside until the mom died. When the mom died, that was when she started going out. And they had this nanny called Gloria, who was due to go, and the mother did give her money and sewing machine, and I secretly blame my mom. She said she secretly blamed her mom. I still miss Auntie Gloria to this day. You can still look for her if you want to. Is she not in Nigeria? You can still look for her. You're a public figure now. I'm sure Auntie Gloria will be somewhere watching you, and she will say, I remember taking care of this girl, Cora. So it's not difficult. If you actually want to look for Auntie Gloria, you can look for her. There's no need to say, I still miss Auntie Gloria to this day. If you want to see her, you can see her. I grew up in a government residential area reserved for the elites. So the father was even an elite, and yet he was going into her room to kill mosquito. Now, wow. The father was an accountant in government registered bank, where my father held a very high position. We were comfortable. Really? This story is not adding up. Oh, I wanted to end this life, but what I'm seeing now, guys, you remember when she started talking, she said they have never given her lollipop. If your father was comfortable and rich, there's no way your dad will not give you lollipop one time in your life. Ice cream is something common. Every child can just take ice cream. So lollipop is just common something. So here, she's contradicting herself on this particular paragraph, where she is saying again that the father held a very high position, and your father couldn't afford to buy a raid to kill mosquito. Instead, he preferred to come and be killing it in your room. This story is not adding up. Now I've found one lie. I've just found one lie now. Your father cannot held a very high position, and you guys were comfortable, and yet you live this kind of life. This life that you are living like this. She has already said it. How many times? How her life in Nigeria before she came to America. Now in this book, she's telling us that her father held very high position. This is in the book. Held very high position, and they were comfortable. Guys, without being told, haven't seen Kora Obidi. Will you say she came from she came from a house that was comfortable before now, before she went to America? Will you say that? But this is what she wrote in her book, that we were comfortable, and the father held a very high position, and the father couldn't buy raid. Instead, he chose to go to her room and be killing the mosquito. So something is not adding up. Oh. Something is not adding up, guys. Then these are parents that never allowed her to go and play with other kids. Remember, this is what she said before now. She said her parents never allowed her to go and play with other kids. But again, in this same paragraph, she's saying that my parents cared a lot about education, and they made sure that they invested that in their kids. According to her, she went to Unilag, but she never used that qualification. The sister became a nurse, but she never used it. Instead, the sister is selling pot today. She never used her business education from Unilag. So all that investment the father did just went down the drain. They never used it. She said the father gave them the best education. According to Nancy, my father, that's your father. He gave you the best education. You became a nurse, but you never used that nursing. You choose to sell pot. Nothing wrong with selling pot, but what happened to that investment? That investment that you are talking about in this book, that your dad loved so much and invested in the kids, but at the end of the day, you guys never use any of those investments. You are on the other side, even though you are in America, a land of plenty, a land of full of milk and honey. You refuse to work. You say stars make you was. Coffee make you was. Because when we talk about your music, it's a failure, it's a flop. I did a video about Arya Star. I'll soon be posting it. A girl of 22 years. This girl earns $2.5 million through her own hard work, not by begging. We'll soon be rounding up, guys. So she said, my parents cared a lot about education, and they made sure that they invested that in their kids. I spoke French, and I had a German tutor before I was 11 years old. See, the father was investing in them, but at the end of it, what can you say? I'll leave that for you guys to answer. So anyway, we'll just end it here for today, and then we'll choose another topic tomorrow. I'm glad she gave us the permission to go and buy the book. Go buy my book. Read my book. That's what we are doing now. We have bought it and we are reading it. Hello, people. So, guys, thank you so much. We've been here for an hour. So I'll catch up with you all again. Thank you so much, guys. Have a lovely day. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We are just waking up, so I'm just starting my day. Today is Thursday morning. And let me go and check for what I'm going to cook, because I'll be expecting some guests later in the day. Let me see what I will cook. Yummy, yummy food, guys. I was looking at mac and cheese. That's what is in my mind, but I don't know. My daughter used to cook that a lot, but I don't know if I'll be able to do that. So let me go and see how I'm going to start my day before they'll be coming in the evening. I need to cook. Yesterday, I forgot to marinate my chicken. Usually, what I do, I'll buy chicken yesterday. I'll marinate it so that it will, all those things will sink into it. But then this morning, I would have put it in the oven. But I forgot completely, not until when I was sleeping. And I remembered, I said, oh my God, what happened to me? I forgot to buy chicken yesterday. So today, I don't know how I'm going to do, because normally I do it overnight and marinate everything. Then in the morning, I'll just put it in the oven. But today, I don't know what I'm going to do now. I don't know what I'm going to do. So I'm just thinking for something fast to cook. So I'll be doing that now. And that's how I'm going to start my day. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. Thank you for being here. God bless you all. And we'll see you again. All right, guys. Bye-bye. Love you all. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you, everybody. Era Massey, Nancy A. Shaman, Patricia, everybody that was here. God bless you all for joining. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Esther, mosquito killer. Each time I want to, you see, this is why sometimes I don't read comments, because once I read comments, I will keep coming back and coming back. Do you know that, assuming she did not mention the age in that her book, because she specifically said 19 years at the time, assuming she said my dad used to come and check on us, kill mosquito, assuming she didn't even say the age, maybe say 2 years old, between 1 and 5 years, nobody would have thought that kind of thing, because 2 years, some people can just, they are still babies. But for a 19-year-old, girl, that her father will come into her room to kill mosquito, that's why people are raising eyebrow. Eyebrow is this one, right? That's why people are raising this, because it's weird. I have a daughter here. I know when she was 19, she's already a full-grown girl. And then she's sleeping at night. Imagine. And then the papa will now go into her room and say he wants to kill mosquito. Mosquito guinea? Mosquito what? Mosquito. So that is exactly how it is. For those of you that have had 19-year-old girl, you know that a 19-year-old girl, they are already adults. They are already big girls with Bobby. And then when you are sleeping at night, your daddy will go inside and be killing more. That is why the whole thing is weird. Anyway, I'll rest my case for today. And then I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye, guys.